Now, a long time before I heard of Martin Seligman, I was inspired by a newspaper article. I'm clearly English, as I have referenced. I lived in Ohio in the 1990s. But anyway, I found this newspaper article, and it was old then, and I carried it with me for several years. But I recently rewrote it, being inspired by the original, kind of bring it up to date. So I'm going to share that with you. And I want you to think of this idea of reframing opposition as an opportunity. Bury him in the snow of Valley Forge, and you have a George Washington. Raise him in abject poverty, and he becomes Franklin D. Roosevelt. Deafen a junior's composer who continues to write some of the world's most inspiring music, and you have a Beethoven. Blind him, you have a Ray Charles, a Stevie Wonder, or an Andrea Bocelli. Label him too stupid to learn, and you have a Thomas Edison. Afflicting with periods of depression so severe that he cuts off his own ear, and you have Vincent van Gogh. Call him dull and hopeless and flunk him in the 6th grade, and you have a Winston Churchill. Tell a young boy who loved to sketch and draw that he had no talent, and you have Walt Disney. Rate him as mediocre in chemistry, and you have Louis Pasteur. Tell a 21-year-old student that he has ALS, and take away his ability to walk and talk, and tell him he won't live for another 3 years. And you have a Stephen Hawking, the British physicist who revolutionized the way that we think about the universe and black holes. Cut him from his high school basketball team, and you have Michael Jordan. Have him struggle with dyslexia so badly that he drops out of school at age 16, and you have Sir Richard Branson. Plunge her into poverty and depression and the challenges of being a single mother when trying to get her manuscript printed, and you have J.K. Rowling, who incidentally I used to work with, one of the publishers who turned down that book. Call him a slow learner, retarded, write him off as uneducable, and you have an Albert Einstein. Diagnose a 29-year-old actor with Parkinson's disease. You have Michael J. Fox, who appeared at Glastonbury last year, if you watched that, playing guitar with Coldplay at the age of 63. Sack him from the company that he founded, and you have Steve Jobs. Have a black politician struggling against a brutal system called apartheid, imprison him for 27 years, and you have a Nelson Mandela who went on to win the first fully democratic elections in South Africa and became president at the age of 75. Spit on him, humiliate him, crucify him, and he forgives you, and you have a Jesus Christ. It is our reaction to adversity, not the adversity itself, that determines how your life story will develop.